Hey guys, and welcome back to the stream. Finally, after I don't know how long. Wait, let me cut the music. There we are. Hello, hello, hello. So yeah, finally back. Things might look a bit different. Hey, Music Fairy. Glad to see you here. I need to change something quickly because I can't read the chat. There we go. That's better. But yeah, we're finally on Linux. Or well, I've been on Linux for a while, but we're finally streaming from Linux. So hopefully this all goes smoothly. We'll see, we'll see. But yeah, I had to redo everything, and OBS works a little differently on Linux than it does in Windows, so there was a lot of fiddling around with settings. So now there's no longer the green screen thingy on the webcam. So welcome to my room, I guess. Glad you got everything working on. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. At least up until the point that we're here now. We'll see how well it performs. So far so good. FPS haven't really dropped, so I'm hopeful that this will actually be better than Windows, but we'll see how it goes when we enter some more entity heavy areas, I guess. Snacky Snack, yeah, Snacky Snack. Where is he? He's right there. Oh, it's kind of hard to point at stuff when you're looking in mirror view, but yeah. So I'm gonna be changing the background a bit in the future. I want to say near future, but I don't want to commit myself to stuff I can't actually make happen. But yeah, the reason why I did the green screen before is because my walls are white and my webcam is not the best quality, so it needs a lot of light to actually work. But if I have a lot of lights on, then the white wall behind me is very bright, so I don't really like how it looks right now with the bright white wall behind me when you're in a game. It's such a jarring transition between the game and the white. So that's why I had the green screen, but that no longer functions. So I'm gonna be doing some stuff to the background. I'm probably gonna paint the wall, and I want to add some more, I don't know, cute plushy sort of things. Just some visual interest, I guess, without cluttering it completely, hopefully. But that will take some time. So for now, we'll just have to accept the white wall, or me mostly. I don't know how annoying it is for you guys, but it's annoying for me. Okay, let's see. It's been a while. I have been playing a bit of Minecraft while I wasn't streaming. Not too much, I think, but I'm not sure what the last thing is you guys saw. So just a refresher, this is how we started with our tiny little cute farm. And then I upgraded it significantly with the giant wheat field and the orchard and stuff like that. Then we added our villager area, like our farmers. And we moved around the animals a bit. This is where I was breeding villagers. We had the really big rivers behind the base and the sort of volcano. Then I completely went nuts on the landscaping. So I changed the river quite a bit. You can see it became a lot narrower. A bit more of a river, a bit less of a lake. And I completely flattened this area in preparation for our big village, where our villagers can live freely. And I started working on the mountain. And then this is the last one I made. Where I started on the terrain, so I did a lot of terraforming. And I did a little terraforming over here as well. But not much else had changed. But, big but, I have been working on everything. And as you can see here, we still only have the farm, but now we have a side door. So I've actually finally added a barn for our animals. So let's look at it from the outside first. So we have a barn now, where our animals live. And wait, do my mods work? Yes, they work. Okay, cool. And I gave them a little pasture with some like weeping willow type trees and a little river bank where they can drink and bathe and stuff like that. I'm not sure. I hope that the animals don't swim, so I can remove this fence because it's not very pretty in the river, but we'll see. But yeah, I added a little barn, some trees, some shade, some nice grazing areas. And if we look on the inside, so I've tried to save at least 2 of every type of animal. So we've got our horses here. This is currently my quote-unquote best one, so that's the one with the armor. It has diamond armor on, that's why it's blue. Because I didn't want it to die when I was out and about. And we have some donkeys, and we have all the types of cows, so the cold ones, the warm ones, and the regular ones. Same for the piggies and the chickens. And then I just have some random colors of sheep. And at the moment they are all confined to the inside. And I want to be changing some ground tiles, so I want to add some hay and maybe some mud for the pigs, maybe a feeding trough or something like that. But that's tricky because then they can jump out. Mini Noah's Ark. Yeah, basically that's the idea, because I want to get some animals in here as well that can just roam around. So these are basically here just in case I lose animals in whatever way animals can die in this game. I always have these inside here, and then we'll just have some free roaming ones over here. But I'm gonna wait for the next Minecraft update, which should be releasing in, I think, about a month, maybe 2. Because that update will add the ability to have permanent baby animals. So they redid all the baby animals, they made them a bunch cuter, and you can have them stay babies forever. So I think it would be cool to breed some of the animals and just have some like animal families wandering around in here. And then we always have like our backup animals inside in case anything goes wrong. So that's what I'm working on here. And then over here, I did some terraforming because there was like 1 eternal piglets, yes. And chicks and baby calves and foals and what have you. I don't know what the name for a baby donkey is. I guess it's also a foal. And little lambs. It's gonna be very cute. But yeah, there was like 1 tiny little river snaking through this bit of terrain, and it was annoying me greatly, so I built a little, I guess, dam. There was one block of water going straight through here, so I built a little dam to make it make a bit more sense, because all the terrain here was pretty high, and on that side as well, and then there was like one little canyon. And I'm playing with the idea of adding beavers. So this is gonna be where their lodge is, and this is gonna be water. And then we can build like a little beaver dam somewhere over here and just flood this entire area. What's stopping you from adding beavers? Nothing, except my time. There are no beavers in Minecraft, so it's just gonna be me terraforming and trying to make it look like there's beavers here. So it's basically gonna be me building trees that have been gnawed on and fallen trees, and a big beaver dam from wood and mud. And then maybe I can make a beaver from a couple of blocks, but it's either gonna be a comically large beaver or it's gonna be very, very, very up to your imagination to know it's a beaver, because there's not a lot of I don't know, texture you can do with these big blocks, so yeah. Oh wait, I forgot to show the upstairs of the barn. So there's a little pulley for hay bales and just a lot of storage and a lot of empty space, because I didn't know what to do with the inside. I want to see the comically large beaver now. Oh no. I mean, if I want to give it sort of detail, it's gonna be, I don't know. It will have to be at minimum, I think, like a 6-block tall beaver or something. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's gonna be bigger than this attic. Pretty realistic barn, I think. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, there could be more clutter in here, but I just wasn't sure what else I could put in here without making it even more repetitive than it already is. So, yeah. The barn attics I've seen were usually just crammed, like stuffed with all kinds of random nonsense, but I don't have like tarps and old wagon wheels and stuff like that in Minecraft, so yeah, it's hard to detail this further. Some more pitchforks. I mean, we could just hang some tridents or something and pretend they are pitchforks. I think that would be closest to a pitchfork. The problem is you can only put items in item frames, so then they become like really tiny. You can't just place an item. Okay, and one other big thing I built... Oh no, there's several big things I did. Drop it maybe? No, it despawns after 5 minutes. I mean, you can do this, but then it will just despawn after a while, so... I continued work on the village. I'm not sure... Did I show this bridge to you guys? I'm not sure. I can't remember when the last time was I streamed. And this was a little redstone project. I'll show that in a minute. And I built a church. It's a bit... The proportions are a bit off, I think, but... So I'm not sure. Did I show you guys all this stuff? Did I ever show you, or have I built all of this off camera and I never showed you guys? I'm not sure. But this is gonna be like the town. Well, not square, but the town circle, I guess. So this is the well with a little gutter around it for if you spill water. And of course there's a bucket so you can draw water. It's been a while, so feel free to show us. Yeah. These are lampposts. And they actually turn on automatically at night and turn off during... So now they're all off. And when it gets dark, they all turn on. So that's a little tiny little redstone thingy I rigged up. Remind you of totem poles. Yeah, it's actually surprisingly difficult to make a skinny lamppost. If you want it to be working with redstone, that is. Because I need this, the inside of this is for the redstone. So there's redstone torches in here and there's more underground. So it can't be skinnier than this. It's not criticism. Yeah, no, I understand, but I've been humming and hawing over the design of these things for a while. I built like 6 different versions. First I built them a lot lower to the ground, but that didn't make sense. Then I built them a lot higher. That also didn't make sense. And I still think they're a bit bulkier than I would like. And you could make something skinny with like fence posts and just put a lantern on top, but the lanterns are always on, and it feels weird to have lanterns on during the day, so I wanted to have them redstone powered, but then I couldn't go smaller than this. So I'm hoping that by building more buildings, these won't be as noticeable, because when I first built them, it was just an empty field and then these big poles. And now with the church, it's a bit more, I don't know, to scale, although the church could maybe have been a little higher to make it even better. Oh well, we'll see how it goes when we add houses and a blacksmith and a baker and stuff like that. Just fill in the area, and then hopefully these will not be as noticeable anymore. Can't imagine the church took long enough to build. Yeah, and that's not not necessarily because of the church, but more of what's inside of it. But I'll show you in a minute. And I tried my hand at stained glass. That took a long time as well, because it's hard to make it look solid enough that you can actually see the pattern, but still have it sort of see-through. So that took some trial and error. I like the smiley faces. They're not smiley faces, but I'm not sure if they are recognizable enough. They might be for very veteran Minecraft players, but this is actually a skeleton face. So this is what the skeletons look like. And then this side is a creeper. And this side is a zombie. This might be a bit clearer from this angle. You can see the creeper? Oh, cool, good. And this is, of course, all very normal for a church to have monster faces in your windows. So this is the big front door, and it can't open, and you might hear why when I step a little closer to the church. This church was actually built around a mob farm. So there's a bunch of mobs spawning in here, and every once in a while they get flooded to the center where they die, and I can collect their bits. So there's a golem hard at work. Did you? No, still no random items. Okay. So he's collecting all the monster bits for me. All the gunpowder, all the rotten flesh, all the bones. Little bit of redstone every once in a while a witch spawns, but I mean, not nearly as effective as my witch farm, of course. Oh, you're way too slow. Okay. I might have to give you some friends at some point. So, yeah, that's the church. And I'm working on the inside of like the main building. So I've been playing around with patterns on the floor. This took a lot of trial and error, and I think it turned out pretty cool, but then I realized if I want to build like church benches and stuff like that, the pattern won't be visible anymore, so which is the front for the other? What? Well, I'm not sure I understand what you mean. The mob farm the front for the church, or is the church the front for the... Ah! Good question. I hadn't really thought about that yet. I think... No, I think the church is the front for the mob farm. And that's why I gave the stained glass windows the monster faces, to give like a little hint of what's truly happening in there, but to everyone outside it should be a church. So the church is definitely the front for the mob farm. But yeah, so I've been working on some patterns, trying to make it a little bit more interesting. Give it like a bit of a flow from edge to edge, and that's some sort of, I don't know, marble-like pattern. To any non-believers, they're just smiley. Exactly. Just pretty smiley faces, nothing to see here, nothing weird going on. Thank you. I think this floor took more time than the entire building. And I'm still trying to decide what I'm gonna do with the walls, because I want to do like, I don't know, little nooks with maybe some more paintings. Just give it a little more, I don't know, texture and depth. And usually in churches you have like your main aisle, and then you have like these side niches where there's like confessional stands and stuff like that. So maybe this white line is gonna be a wall, and this will be like the main area, and those will be like sides areas. Yeah, statues, stuff like that. And maybe we can add some windows to the outside, but the church actually goes into the mountain, so there's not gonna be a lot of windows because they will just be looking at dirt. God, well, we have armor stands. I guess that's the closest we can get to statue. Oh wait, the lights turned on. I wanted to show them turning on, but I wasn't paying attention to the time. And the only problem I have right now is that because they are copper, they oxidize and then they become very dim. So I need to figure out how bees work so I can wax these and then they can stay bright all the time. Because right now I still need all the torches because this gives barely any light, so monsters will spawn. But I'm hoping that if they are bright and stay bright, that I can start removing some of the torches and make this area a bit prettier. Close enough. Yeah, I mean, you can just grab an armor stand and put some armor on it, and then that will be a statue. If we use iron armor, it will almost look like a stone statue, I think. So this was a little redstone project I did because I was playing with friends and we have a very big wall around our base. And one of them said it would be nice to have a gate. And then I thought, wait, maybe we can make a sort of automatic gate. So this is actually a hidden door. And it works on sound. And I need to stand pretty much exactly over here. But if I put on my helmet, the door opens. And then it closes behind me. And same if I want to leave, but leaving is tricky because the detection range is difficult. Yeah, it's not... It's not registering me. It should work, but... Nah. So it's not perfect, but it is a pretty cool proof of concept. One-way automatic door. Now, I have had it work two ways, but I'm not sure. Ah, there we are. You can check out anytime you want, but you can never leave. Hey, Pris. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, so this is a pretty, I'd like to say advanced redstone circuit, but I guess if any pro YouTubers watch, they're probably gonna laugh their asses off, but I'm pretty pleased with what I did here. So there's a skulk sensor. Can we see it from any direction? Yeah. So that's a calibrated skulk sensor. So that's the weird thingies we found in the big scary dark place that summoned the wardens. Thank you. Well, like I said, I am pretty pleased with this. So that skulk sensor detects sound. I think we can actually see it if can I jump anywhere around here? We should see, yeah, you see those little blue lines? That's the skulk sensor detecting my sound. And I think I did this wrong because I think the calibrated... it's not exactly calibrated, but I am taking the signal. And I figured out that like walking gives like a signal strength of 1 or 2. And I just, by process of elimination, tried to figure out what sound would work. And then I figured out that putting on equipment gave a pretty unique signal strength of, I think it was 7, so I made a redstone line of 7 long. So if you only jump or move, the redstone doesn't get far enough to trigger the mechanism. But when you do the helmet thingy, then this entire circuit gets triggered. And this could all be way, way, way smaller. But I'm not sure how. This is just the delay. So the first signal just goes here and triggers this, which activates the entire system, which opens the door. And then this happens on a delay, a very long delay, and then it also triggers it to close the door again. And then on this side, it actually goes over here and it pushes a block of wool over the skulk sensor to essentially blind it, because it was not only reacting to the sound of my helmet, but also to the sound of the door opening and closing. So when I didn't have that block of wool that gets pushed on top of the sensor, it would just loop infinitely because it would respond to the door opening. So I had to build in that sort of safeguard, but I think you should be able to tell the sensor to only respond to a certain signal strength. I mean, that's what calibrated means in my brain, but I haven't figured out how to actually do that yet. So every once in a while I'll come back to this and tweak some parts of the redstone just to try and get it working better, cleaner, cooler. And then actually in the game with my friends, we worked on getting it bigger, but it's kind of hard to get it bigger because you need space for all the pistons and all the redstone, and it got complicated really fast. So I think I'm gonna stick with this size for the time being and try to make the redstone more compact, and also, I don't know, try to actually understand what is happening, which sounds weird, but I feel like sometimes when I'm doing redstone, Larentel says hi, by the way. For some reason she can't log in, but she is watching. Oh, okay. Hi, Larentel. Sometimes when I'm doing the redstone, I sort of understand what I'm doing, but then sometimes it works and I don't know why, or it doesn't work and I don't know why. So I'm just using this as like one big sort of test case to tweak with stuff and figure out how stuff works and try to understand it better. But yeah, it's a pretty cool project, pretty cool design. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I think that's all the changes. Yeah, I'm working on the mountain, so that's why you sometimes see a weird blue circle over there. I forgot to turn it off. That's actually one of the mods you can... it basically tells you what your circle should look like. So you don't have to... Or so it's easier to make a perfect circle. Because I'm not very good in pixel art, so... That's really helpful. But I'm still working on that mountain, so that's why there's that weird blue circle. Actually, I made quite a dent in. This mountain used to be like 50 blocks higher, I think. So there was actually more of a mountain here, and I completely flattened it, so... Also a work in progress, but I'll reveal more about this when I have this further along, I guess, this project. Normal people, if it ain't broke, is happy, so I've created an experiment ground. I mean, I like figuring out how stuff works, okay? And I really enjoy the redstone, but there's just times when I feel like... I don't know. I want to say... like it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't quite get there. Like sometimes I feel like I almost know how I could get something to work, but I just can't quite make it work. Or I feel like with the skulk sensors, I can see there's potential, but I'm not sure how to utilize it. So that's why I build experiment grounds. It's just fun tinkering with stuff. And I like automation. I don't know why. It just does something for my brain that makes me happy. Oh, I'm glad you like seeing me figure it out. Because we're gonna figure out more. We're gonna figure out bees. I hope. So I have some bees over here. What are you doing? Are you sleeping? Oh no. Wait, oh, there's your pupils. Okay. This one spawned naturally, actually. I'm not sure how that happened. And this one I added myself. So you can collect them with Silk Touch. But what I don't know is how to get the resources out of them. Giant bee. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I was saying that the beaver is gonna be comically large, because if you want to add any type of detail without making like your own custom textures, you have to go giant. Oh, little pollen bot. Oh, bye. But yeah, so we're gonna try to figure out how to get the honey and the honeycomb out of these things, because I want them. So let's see, if we right click, nothing happens. Empty hand? Nope. And does this one have Silk Touch? Yeah. Okay, so now we have the entire bee nest. There's 5 honey in there. And 2 bees, apparently. Sorry, guys. So how do we get the honey out? Looks like the honey is just dripping out. Would a bucket work? Maybe. Let's try a couple of things. Because there are several types of containers in Minecraft. Oh wait, did I change anything under here? Oh wait, ouch. I have one more big project I need to show you guys. Sorry, I got distracted. Well, we'll return to the bees in a minute. I think I showed my super fancy automatic smelter. Where you can just add resources into these chests, and when you turn it on, they all get transported and everything smelts automatically, and it fuels itself automatically from all the kelp that is growing above here, and then everything gets collected and gets sent to these chests. So that is working fine. iron golem farm working perfectly, finally. Got lots of iron. More iron than I could ever need, I guess. I had to put carpet all over this floor because it kept spawning golems and cats outside of this, which I didn't want. Sheep farm, that's old. Cactus farm is old. Sugarcane farm, it's old. The melon and pumpkin farms have been here for a while. But I did change the bamboo farm, and this got significantly more complicated than it was before. So before we had like... It was pretty much the same as the sugar cane. So, ooh, that's way too fast. So we had something like this. We just had bamboo and water in the middle and pistons, and they would shoot the bamboo into the water and it would flow into a chest. But there was one big problem with that, and I'm not sure if we can see it right now. Yeah, you see it over there. Sometimes the bamboo doesn't get launched, it just falls straight down. So we were wasting quite a lot of bamboo. And then I saw on a YouTube video, actually, that mud is not a full block. So you can actually put hoppers underneath and they collect whatever falls on top. So now the bamboo just falls straight down and gets collected from the mud, so there's less wasted bamboo. And I also made it quite a bit higher, so the bamboo can grow for longer before it gets cut, so we just get more bamboo. But then the real magic happens, and this system took me a good while. All the bamboo gets sent to this dropper, and then I think there's some bamboo coming in now. It gets shot upwards. And that's where the actual magic starts happening, because then we have this contraption. And this is very cool, if I say so myself. So the bamboo gets sent up here and gets added to a chest, which is pretty normal. Then this, what are they called? It's not a repeater, it's oh my god. Thingamajig. Oh my, okay, now I want to know, what are these things called? Comparator. Can you tell I haven't played Minecraft in a while? This comparator actually detects how much bamboo is in the hopper. And you can see here that this keeps lighting up and going out and lighting up and going out. So if there's no bamboo in the hopper, or at least there's very little bamboo in the hopper, it's not sending a signal which turns on this hopper. When a hopper is turned on, stuff can't go out. So basically it means that when this hopper is mostly empty, this chest fills. But when this chest is full, the bamboo can't go in here, so it all ends up in the hopper, which triggers this signal, which triggers this hopper to let bamboo out. Then it enters this crafter, and when there's 9 bamboo in here, we're just gonna watch it happen. It automatically gets turned into a bamboo block, which gets added to this chest. And when this chest is full, the bamboo blocks are allowed to go down. And then they get automatically turned into... We're not gonna see it, okay. Bamboo planks. And you can see I used quite a bit of planks recently. But when this chest fills up, they automatically get sent down and turned into sticks. And when the sticks are full, the planks get sent down even further and turned into chests. So this entire machine is constantly making planks, sticks and chests for me. And I don't have to do anything for it. And if we ever get to a point where the chest of chests is full, it will send a signal to this system, which will turn off this dropper shooting bamboo up. So we will create a significant backlog of bamboo in all the hoppers, but the factory will turn off. So this entire system will shut down when the chest of chests is full, so that it's not overflowing with items, because I'm afraid that if we let this entire system back up too much, it will break. So yeah, that's a pretty cool system. This took a while to figure out. And this was also inspired by what we saw in the Deep Dark, because they had one of these lecterns with a book in the Deep Dark, and that's what allowed me to figure out that you can use these to power a comparator with a certain signal strength. So this is what tells this chest how full it can be before it starts sending items through. So yeah, this is pretty handy. I can just come here and collect what I need and then trust that it will fill back up. It's not as fast as I might have wanted it to be, but it will work anytime I'm in the base, so it's fine. Okay, back to the bees. Because there's a couple of options for containers. So we have buckets. And we have... not in here. And we have bottles. And we have cauldrons. But I think I need to make a cauldron. Okay, so these are 3 options we can try for the honey. And I think I'm gonna sleep first because I don't want to be interrupted by phantoms. So we could place a cauldron underneath the hive. I mean, some of it is falling inside. I'm not sure if this is just visual or if this is actually working. Well, we'll let it sit for a while and we'll see what happens. And the bucket... I can't place a bucket, and I can't use the bucket on the hive, so that's not working. Oh. Oh! Oh no. Angry bees. Are you... oh, you're still angry. The red eyes are creepy. Please return to normal. Please don't be mad at me. Did I get honey? Oh, we did get a honey bottle. Okay, okay. Vicious little ones, yeah. Okay, they're not mad at me anymore. Okay, so we can get honey by using a bottle. Did we get 1 honey out of here? No, all 5. Oh. So 5 honey gives 1 honey bottle? Okay. I don't think this is working. Yee. Ah, 2 honey bottles. Okay. But this is not really... Oh, no. Not really a safe method of getting my honey. Also not very fast if 5 honey gives 1 bottle. So I'm gonna need more hives, I think. Now the question is, how do we get the honeycomb? Can we make... No, we can't make honeycomb out of honey, right? I mean, maybe we can in Minecraft. Oh, sugar? Wait, we can make sugar with honey bottles? Yeah, okay, I mean, fair enough. Can we make honeycomb? Honey block, that's 4 bottles, okay. Honeycomb block, that's for honeycomb, okay. Or a beehive, that's honeycomb and planks. So how do we get the honeycomb? So these don't work, bare hands don't work. Buckets don't work. I mean, honeycomb is like structural, right? So that's not something you can just, I don't know, extract. You actually have to physically take that out of the hive. Maybe the hoe, the shears. Brush doesn't make sense. Maybe the pickaxe? Maybe we have to break them to get the honeycomb, like destroy the... I mean, that's not very long-term solution thinking, but... Maybe you just have to continually make and destroy beehives. But a beehive costs like 3 honeycombs, so that wouldn't make sense either. No. Okay, so what happens if we use a non-silk touch pickaxe? Ow, wow, wow, wow. Okay, so that destroyed the hive and it made the bees very angry and it didn't give me anything. So that's not the solution. No, wait, we can't go back. They're still angry. Bee is not happy about that. No, I mean, can't blame him. I just destroyed his house. Are you... Wait, did he just despawn? Did he just poof out of existence? Oh no. I'm sorry. Okay, it's not the hoe that will destroy it. Is it shears? Nothing is happening. Home gone is bee gone? Yeah, maybe. Because it says there's like, yeah, 2 out of 3 bees. So maybe if there's more than 3 bees, then they just die or something. Or maybe they die if their home is gone. That could also be the case. Yeah, maybe we have to wait for it to fill up again before we can get honeycomb out of there. So we'll give it a little while to become all honey-y again, I guess. Ouch. Let's put away the bucket and the cauldron because they didn't feel like they were doing anything. And we can put away our pickaxe because that didn't work. I'm gonna keep the hoe and the shears for now because I'm not sure about them. And I need some more rockets. No. Yes, thank you. Oh wait, I didn't show you guys. Oh wait, there's still more stuff to show you. I just realized when I saw how many rockets I had. So my witch farm is finally working. And I have a lot of gunpowder now because of the mob farm in the church. So I can finally craft all the rockets I want. Because there's a lot of creepers spawning in there. And as I'm flying over here, I just realized that I still need to tweak the witch farm a bit. But I finally figured out how to kill them. Because they weren't dying fast enough, they were despawning faster than I was killing them, so I wasn't getting a lot of loot. But I figured it out because of my skeleton farm actually, because I was AFKing there to get some levels to repair my stuff. But when there's a lot of entities in a single place, the game can't handle it and starts killing them. So if there's a lot of skeletons in one place, then at some point skeletons will start dying. And I know minecarts are entities, so I tried how this works. So there's actually 21 minecarts over here. And as soon as a witch spawns, we'll go up to the platform and maybe we can see it in action. It's a bit of a climb. But I always miss the landing, so I'm afraid to fly up there. But yeah, basically what happens is a witch gets stuck in the minecarts and the game decides there's too many entities here and then it kills the witch almost instantly. Let's see if we can see this in free cam. Okay, so there's witch number... Ah, it despawned. Lame. Oh, come on. So yeah, that's all that's happening. The game just goes crazy because there's so many things in one place, and then the witches die. And then I get there. The noise, yeah, I'm sorry. That's the 20 plus minecarts that are all basically fighting with each other over who gets to be there and who doesn't get to be there. And then the witches lose. Nightmare fuel. Maybe a little. But yeah, I still want to tweak it a little bit. I want to move around some of the stuff because that waterway the witches come through had to be very long because I used to have a campfire there to kill them, and that gave light, so they weren't spawning unless I moved them very... Wait, where am I? Am I going home? Yeah, I'm going home, okay. But now there's no light there anymore, so I can actually make that waterway a lot shorter, which will make the farm way more efficient and hopefully stop them from despawning before they get to the minecart hell. Yeah, you're not... I mean, not surprising I wasn't here, I guess. Okay, let's sleep again, and then I'm actually gonna take my stretching break. I think I told you guys about that, right? In a previous stream, I think I did some stretching breaks before. I'm still doing that as best as I can, and I actually really, really like it and can recommend it. So I am going for a quick 5-minute break, and then I'll see you guys after. So don't forget to de-prawn and get some water or a snack or whatever, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Sleep well, Music Fairy. Okay. Yeah, apparently I forgot to pause the game, so I'm glad I didn't starve to death. Let's see if the bees made some more honey. Ooh, it's full again. Okay, can we use the hoe? Hoe? No. Can we use the shears? Oh, no! Angry bee. Okay, but something did happen, so that's good. Hey, honeycomb. Okay, we got 3 honeycomb, so that's enough to make a new hive, so that's good. Okay, so the shears is the way to go. Cool. Now we just need to figure out how to stop them from attacking us every time we harvest something, because that's gonna be very annoying. Okay, so let's make a second beehive to replace the one we accidentally destroyed. And let's put away the hoe. I'm guessing we can use bamboo planks. Yes. That's why I built this whole factory, because there's a lot of stuff you can make from wood where the end product doesn't change depending on the wood you use. And then bamboo is just way cheaper and easier to mass produce than like oak and stuff like that. So that's why I try and use bamboo for stuff like this whenever I can. I'll disappear for a bit in a few minutes, but if you're still live in about half an hour or so, I join. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be live until around 10. So that's like another 45 minutes or so. So you might just catch the tail end of the stream. One thing I'm thinking, and if you want to make bees friendly in real life, you use smoke, right? So enjoy the bees. Yeah, thank you. I hope I can get them a little mellower. So what I'm thinking is smoke. Wait, didn't I have a bunch of campfires somewhere? Yes, okay, so let's grab... Actually, no, I only have 2 hives. Let's grab 2. If it works, then we are done. And otherwise, we will just clean up. There's no bees in here. How do we breed the bees? So we should be able to make more, right? Is that gonna be honey or is that gonna be honeycomb? Okay, we'll wait for them to come out in the morning and then we'll see if we can breed them. Actually, let's just sleep rather than standing around here. Oh wait, we can see the lamps turning on. Should happen in... Oh, there we are. So I tried to make it look like they turn on from the center of the village and go outwards from there. I might add a little more delay on them to drive that effect home a bit more, but it seems to be working, and it will be more noticeable when we add like more streets splitting off from the main street. And now I'm really hoping we can breed the bees with the honey, because we don't have any honeycomb left. Ooh, almost fell into the ravine. I hope they still come out when there's smoke. I'm not sure at what time they wake up. Oh, there's one. Okay, wait for the other one. Because if the honey works, I want them both to be there before it works out. I'm not sure how long the animals stay in like breeding mode after you feed them the right food, so... Oh. Please come out again. And can you please come out? Both of you. Okay, I can see how breeding bees is gonna be painful endeavor. I'm glad campfires can't actually spread fire, because those sparks look dangerous. Can you imagine burning down my entire orchard just because I want to get some honey? Oh, bees. What are you doing in there? I hear them buzzing every once in a while, but there is two inside, right? Ouch. Yeah. No, there's one. Oh, wait. What? One bee? Wait, where did the other bee go? Why is there only one bee? Is there one in here? No. What? Did two bees die? Okay, wait, let's give him some honey to test. No, he's not taking it, so I'm guessing we need honeycomb. No, 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 don't do it. Ooh. Don't kill yourself. Silly bee. Do we need to... Can we place it here? It feels like we're cooking the bees now, but can you still enter the hive? Yeah, grab some pollen. Get those nice flowers. Get your butt filled with pollen. Ah yeah, you enter from the side. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I guess we need to go on a bee rescue mission. Rescue in quotation marks. A bee liberation mission. So where can we find bees? Do I need anything else? Not really. I'm guessing we need trees near flowers. My old mine entrance. Not seeing a lot of flowers here, so I'm guessing this is not gonna be a suitable biome. There's some flowers over here. A bunch of flowers over here. Oh, this is gonna be difficult because they're gonna be hard to spot from the air. But also from ground level because they fly around so much, so I guess we're just gonna have to get lucky and see one flying around. I'm also not sure if they are like biome specific or if they can spawn anywhere where there's trees. I think I know one hive. Wait, there's my farm. I need to head this way, I think. Yeah, it's over here. I think there was a hive. I've been hunting creepers here a lot when I didn't have my farm yet, so I've been around this place a couple of times and I think I remember bees being somewhere here. Yeah, I see one. Okay, there's a bee flying around. Oh, there's two bees. Dancing? Oh, three bees. Okay, are you all from this hive? Because if you're gonna fly off somewhere else, I'd like to know, because then I can follow you and get another hive. So where are you gonna go, little bee? Oh, you are from this hive, okay. So we'll just wait for the three of them to be inside and then we'll take this hive. Thank you very much. That's 3 bees for me. And then I'll put it in the spot where my empty beehive is now. And then we can get the honeycomb out and see if we can use that to breed them. And then I hope they will just go to an empty hive, because I don't know how else you're supposed to fill up hives. Like the one that died when I removed its hive, I'm assuming if you breed them when there's 3 inside, the 4th one will just look for an empty hive. Because I don't think you can manually add them to hives. Okay, so this is gonna be a good test if the smoke works. Aha, the smoke works. Okay, cool. That's good to know. So now we have honeycomb. And we have an empty hive. Let's put it over here. And then we have to wait for daytime again so they come out and we can try breeding them. Ooh, that was smooth. I have failed so often trying that, just flying straight inside my home. Just smack my nose into the door. Okay, let's see if we can get 2 bees to come out. And then hopefully they'll eat the honeycomb. I'm just now realizing maybe we should just feed them flowers or something. We'll see what happens with the honeycomb. I want 2 relatively close to each other. It's not responding to the honeycomb, which is not a good sign, because usually, like with the cows and the chickens, if you're holding weed or seeds, they will just run towards you. So I'm not sure if honeycomb is gonna be the answer. It might be flowers. Okay, will you take... No, you won't take the honeycomb. Okay. Wait here. Let me get some tasty flowers for you guys. I think I have a lot of red flowers. Yeah, okay. Let's see if they like poppies. I'm hoping it doesn't have to be like a very specific flower, because that's gonna be annoying to figure out. Okay, this seems to be working. It's coming towards me. Yeah, this is definitely the right item. Okay. So, can we get a second bee? Pretty please. Hello. Wakey, wakey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to stay out so long. Ah, there we are. Oh! It's tiny. Oh my god. Look at the little cube. Oh. And it's sitting down. Oh, that's adorable. Can you go again? No, okay. Can I make you grow up faster? Oh, you're very hungry, little bee. Oh, tiny little cubes. Why are tiny little pixels adorable? Are you gonna hang around? Oh, Mom, I was gonna say, or are you just hanging around a flower? No, 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 don't. You stupid little bees. Can I... Okay, this is working better than I expected. Already got enough honeycomb for 3 more hives. Okay, cool. Okay, let me get some bamboo planks and a bunch more campfires. And then we'll have 6 hives. I think that should be good for a while. Because I don't know how often I'll need honey or honeycomb, and I don't know. Wait, what was I gonna do? Campfires. How much honey and honeycomb you need for whatever you can make with it. So I don't want to overdo it and make like an insane amount of... Oh wait, there's 31 campfires here. Good thing I checked here. Because I could go crazy and place like 20 beehives and then never visit that area again because I don't need that many honey. So I'm gonna try and take it slow-ish for once. You get a campfire, you get a campfire. You get a campfire. Oh, it's so adorable. Tiny, tiny, tiny little baby bee. Don't fly into the fire, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where am I gonna place this one? Wait, this is a pretty big tree. This one can have 2. Okay, so now we just need a bunch of bees. No, you're not ready yet? No, that's annoying. You're also not ready yet. No, okay, that's a shame. Maybe we need to come back in like a day so they are all ready to breed again, because I don't know what the timer is on breeding. I think it's a couple of minutes, so maybe we were just a little too early. I'm just gonna get a bunch more flowers and maybe plant some more flowers as well, so they can morph the pink petals. Let's get a couple of these in there. Anything in the same lilacs? They are pretty tall, I think. We'll see if we can make it work. Just in keeping with the color palette over there. Because I think if they have flowers close by, they can produce honey faster. I'm not sure if like these and these count as flowers for the bees. No, that was all of them already. Whoops. Oh wait, these are tall as well. Okay. We can just make this wall a little nicer. Little pinker. Oh, you want to feed on these as well? No, not gonna happen. Maybe some of them are spread down here. Hmm. I think that's about it. I don't want to plant them in front because that will really mess with the sidelines. Okay, that's 2 more baby bees. What are you doing? Are you play fighting? Or is this a bee greeting, just headbutting each other? Oh no, they were collecting pollen. Wait, the babies are collecting pollen? Oh my god, so young and already working so hard. They learn young, I guess. Okay, so which hives are you guys entering? Because I feel like this one is full now. Okay, one entered this one. Are you stuck or are you trying to get more of those flowers? I feel like you are stuck. Yeah, you were. Okay, so they're not the small. Oh, it was following the bigger one. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so the babies follow the adults. That's cute. Yeah, let's see if we can get some more. I'm not sure if the breeding is like in-game time passing or out-game time passing, so I'm not sure if they'll be ready again because an entire night has passed, or they're not ready because it's only been a couple of seconds. You are out bright and early, by the way. Wait, where are you going? Wait, what? What are you doing? Oh, okay, you just took a weird detour. Fair enough. Plop. Do you want to make babies? No, you don't. Okay. So I'm guessing it's still too soon. And out-game time needs to pass. Because it doesn't want to accept my flower. I think it's cool they have a little, like, fuzzy head. Nice use of the limited texture. You also don't want to breed? No. Okay, fair enough. Carry on. I'll just wait a little longer, and while we wait we can harvest this one. And I want more honeycomb because the honeycomb is what I need to wax the light bulbs, I think. Oh, hello. Okay, so you're in that hive with the baby. I think the babies don't count towards the bee capacity count, because I feel like there's more than 3 bees in that one. Where are you off to? Wait, what? Did I not get any? Oh, it's all the way over here. Wait, okay. I got launched out of that hive. Very aggressive shearing. And yes, I forgot the name of the tool for a second. Okay, so there's definitely one in here. That's good. So that means they are populating the new hives. Is there any in here? Yeah, there is. Ah, okay. Cool, cool, cool. So they are... Oh, there was also one in here. Okay, great. So they are spreading. So that's good to know. You can just breed them and they will naturally fill up the hives that are available. There's not enough outside at the moment. Sorry for distracting you. It does feel a bit weird with all the campfires. Okay, my brain might be thinking about possibilities to automate this. I might have to do some testing at some point. Okay, do you guys want to breed? Oh wait, you're a tiny one. Hey, more babies. What? Ah, okay. For a second there, it looked like they split up again before they made a baby, but no. There's so many flowers, guys. Why do you all have to fight over the one tiny flower that's there? Okay. Bloop, bloop. Yay, more baby bees. Yay. All the tiny little babies. Oh, they're so cute. Ooh, I'm wondering if the new update changed the baby bees as well, and maybe we can keep baby bees forever. Oh, that would be cute. Like these tiny little cubes flying around. That would be adorable. Okay, where did it go this time? Where's my honeycomb? Inside the tree, okay. Some weird stuff happening with that. I think it's because there's blocks on top, so it gets... The game doesn't want it to be inside the block, so it sends it upwards, and then it just has to check where it can actually get to an empty space, and that's why it's acting all weird with the honeycomb. Okay, let's see if this is actually what we need to make the light bulbs be perfect all the time. I guess it is. Apply honeycomb to a copper block. Okay, cool. Nice. So now we can make all the lanterns be bright all the time. I guess we can also use this on our copper golems so they don't stop moving. No, wait, so they don't stop moving? So, wait. Is that a double denial? I'm not sure. But they rust as well, and then they turn into a statue, but that's... Oh wait, no, I don't need to... I need to... Like this. Wax off. Scrape wax off a copper. Okay, so if you exit, then the wax comes off. Good to know. That was an accident, but good to know. But yeah, if we can wax the copper golems, then they'll just work forever without turning into a statue. That is what I was trying to say. Okay, so we need 3 more for now. Where are my shears? Anyone else? No. Anyone want to make baby bees? Only one of them. That doesn't work. Do you want to make baby bees? Oh, you're still a baby. Okay, never mind. Ouch. Maybe not the best time to look around in your inventory. Okay, cool. So let's see what this looks like when the sun goes down. And ignore the zombie noises. Can we go a little higher? Okay, so we should see these 4 turn on first, and then it should spread outwards to the other ones. And hopefully it will be nice and bright. And then I can slowly start removing torches and adding more lanterns where they feel appropriate. And go. Yay! Okay, that's a lot better than the dim bulbs we had before. I'm not sure how bright it actually is on the ground, because it still seems a little dark over here. So I might have to put them like a little closer together. But we'll see what it's like when I start removing torches. There's not actually a lot of torches here. Like this one. Yeah, it does get pretty dark still. I don't really mind it being a little dark, I just don't want monsters spawning in here. It can be, I mean, it's nighttime in a medieval city, so it's not supposed to be lit up. It's not like there were neon lights everywhere. And I might still hang some lanterns from buildings, so I might hang some lanterns from the church. And if we're gonna add houses and stuff like that, they're gonna have their own light sources as well. So hopefully that will be enough to keep this place lit up without needing all the torches everywhere. We'll see. I mean, so far so good. Nothing has spawned there yet. I don't think I can remove this one, because I think this area will be too dark. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I think I see another one that can be removed. Yeah, this one can definitely be removed. And this one should be fine as well. Although maybe that area is too dark. Hopefully this one can be removed. This one can be moved to like over here, just to keep this area safe. Might be able to remove this one. Okay, so now at least our path is more or less free from torches. No monster spawning yet? No. Okay, cool. Actually, we might be able to remove that one. Although this corner might get too dark. We could remove that one. I'm just gonna slowly remove torches over time. While we expand the village. As long as I don't see monsters spawning, we're good. And now that I know I can keep the lanterns at their brightest, it will be easier to test where we need more or less light. No monster spawned in here? No, okay, I think we're good. Let's see how the bees are doing. Is anyone full of honey? Oh wait, there. Yeah, I might need to do something about the honey flying off when you harvest it, or the honeycomb. Who wants to make babies? Can you two make okay, cool. I was afraid that one was stuck and it wouldn't be able to make a baby, but it might be stuck. I'm not sure what's happening here. I might have to move these three, or no, these two. Is that the only two? Yeah, I might place them closer to the ground so this stuff can't happen. Yeah, it was stuck, okay. Okay. So hopefully that works a little better. And I might have to play around with the positioning. I might have to do more like this, where there's no leaves above them. Oh, you're full. Nice. Okay, the honeycomb still flies out. They just don't want to come out in a orderly fashion. Anyone want to make babies? I think we are slowly getting up to capacity. It's hard to count them. But there seem to be quite a lot of them, so hopefully we are slowly filling up our hives. And they're still quite some babies, so if they grow up, the house will be a lot fuller. Okay, how many? 6. Let's see if we can actually wax the copper golems. Oh, you're still orange. That's surprising. Ah, nice. Okay, cool. So these shouldn't freeze up anymore. That's good. How are you guys doing with this? Oh, that one is full. Okay. Also full. Also full. Slowly filling up. So you are basically just making bone meal now. That's fine. Wait, I can... Oh. This still happens quite a lot. For some reason they simultaneously decide they need to be on the other side of the room and then they get stuck face planting each other. Oh, you're already rusting. Yeah, I need to figure out a way to get some more copper golems in here without this one escaping, because you are not keeping up in the slightest. And I'm not sure... Maybe if I get like a statue on there and I... Maybe I can place a statue and then when I like de-statuefy it, hopefully it will fall down and there won't be like collision, so they will just end up stuck there with several. Because I can't place a statue here because this guy is in the way, so I'll need to find a way to drop one. Maybe I can... Where are you? Is that this block? No. Wait, where did it go? There it is. So it's that block. That block is now lost. Okay, let's grab a statue and see if we can get it on there. This guy is useless, by the way. He escaped, and I'm waiting for him to turn into a statue so I can put him somewhere else. Right now he's just endlessly going through those chests on the beach over there. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. I hope I can reach behind there. I might have to remove this chain. Can I? Aha! And now can I wax it? Oh, now I don't know which one is this is. Sorry, that was very loud. That was all the animals dying, or the mobs. Okay, so now there's 2 of you, so this should be a bit faster. I think I won 3 or 4. Let's see if the bees have made some more beeswax for us. Oh no, honeycomb. Yep. Did I get it? Yes, okay, cool. Okay, where did you fly off to? Oh, there you are. Hey, Pris, welcome back. I hope you had fun. Or a good time. Or whatever is appropriate. For those 30 minutes. Can you make a baby? Hey, more baby bees. Look how cute they are. They are tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny little cubes with wings. They are adorable. And they follow their mothers, so that's pretty cute. And yeah, it's a couple more beehives than before. I've been expanding a little bit. Okay, let's see if we can add some more golems like we did just now. Is 4 enough? 4 might be enough. They're going through it quite quickly, actually. Okay, let's see which ones of you still need to be waxed. Okay, you can wax them twice, so we're done now. That's good. Wait, why is all this stuff on the floor? Oh, when you wax them, they drop what they have in their hands. Okay. Fair enough. And then we put this one back. Cool. Why the fire underneath the beehives? It's for the smoke. Like in real life, you smoke bees, so they're less aggressive. So I just put campfires underneath the hives. So they wouldn't sting me every time I tried to grab some honey. Yeah, the smoke worked. It's a bit like we're roasting bees now, but if it works, I guess. Honey roasted. Okay, let's sleep. Let's do one more breeding and harvesting of bees and honeycomb in that order. And then I think that will be a nice time to end it. The stream, I mean, not the bees. You wanna make babies? No. Anyone? Yes, nice. Are there any more bees over here? You wanna make babies? Nice. Okay, and then let's get some more honeycomb, which launches itself out of the hive. Okay, well, that's pretty good progress. I mean, we went from 1 bee to, I don't know. Ooh, you almost pushed me off, man. To like 15 or what? If they're all full, it's like 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. There should be 18 bees around here. I think we're getting there. If all the baby bees grow up, I think we should be close to that number. So that's nice. And we waxed our light bulbs and our golems, so that's pretty good progress for a stream that wasn't supposed to be progress. Pushed off a cliff by a bee, that'd be one hell of a way to go. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty original death story. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Good progress today. I wasn't expecting that. And now my mind is already like whirring with possibilities to automate this because I feel like this should be possible. So I'm gonna be experimenting with that probably. You're gonna be experimenting? Oh. But yeah, pretty good progress on the base. And hopefully the new game update will drop soon so we can start adding our cute little baby animals to this pasture, and then it will add some more life to this. And I'll try and keep working on the city so we can finally release our villagers again and have some more life. Never showed you guys where the villagers are, did I? Because I had to put them somewhere while I was terraforming. And I didn't want to move them like 20 times, so... welcome to the villager's safe haven, I guess. This is the villager cave. This is their temporary setup. They've been here for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 months now. Whoopsie. But yeah, hopefully I can make some more progress on the church, and I want to build... I can show you guys from up here, hopefully. Ooh, stick the landing? Almost. I want to add a monastery here for all our librarians. Because they're gonna be in like little monk cells. So that's probably gonna be my next project, to build a monastery over here. And then I'm slowly gonna start adding houses and like a blacksmith and a tanner's, and just try and give every profession their own house. That's the goal, at least. And like a fisher or something like that. And then I'm probably gonna build a big stone wall around the perimeter, which is gonna look a bit weird. But I need some way to keep the villagers inside of this place, because if I don't, they will roam around the lands and I will lose all my villagers. So there's gonna be some sort of city wall around the village just to keep the villagers inside and safe. So yeah, then I can add more roads, giant walls to keep people in, historically very successful. Should be no problem. More roads, more lampposts. Remove the redstone project. But yeah, that's the longish term goal. This is not something that's gonna happen overnight, but it's something I'll chip away at between streams, and maybe sometimes on stream, depending on my mood. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys for joining in for the first time in a long time. I'm glad everything worked, and no noticeable hiccups. So it looks like Linux has actually saved my ass and works better than windows for streaming, at least on my hardware. So that's nice. So thank you. Looking forward to doing this more often again. I'm aiming for at least one time a week. Starting off a little bit slower than I used to do, but we'll see how it goes. If I like it a lot and I have the energy, there might be more, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, thanks for now. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Sleep well, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.